So, game devs, or people who know game devs, or people who just like games, I kind of need your help. So, a little backstory: my wife and I try to really at the beginning of the year set up goals for ourselves, whatever for our businesses that we have, and kind of see where things can go. As most business owners should. To be honest, if you're not doing that, you're kind of failing your business. To be honest, um, different tangent, different soapbox. So don't let me jump on that. But our kind of discussion over a couple hours while we're playing with Jonah, our 4-month-old son, came out to one of the questions that we had were, "What do you see yourself doing in 10 years?" 10 years is a long time. 10 years ago, I just graduated, or I was graduating college. Like that was my semester. I graduated college, so I couldn't imagine, what 10 years from now really looks like. But I did the generic random things of like making so much money or doing this or that or success of channels, blah blah blah, whatever. They were kind of fake forward, I would say almost, because I didn't really know. So then because she has an amazing mentorship group that she's with, the question kind of reverts to, hey, that's now your 5-year goal to push yourself, to make sure you have a drive to a certain endpoint. I'm like, whoa, shit. Okay. That's a lot in 5 years. But then the next question kind of comes up of what's your 10 year now? What is that 10 years that does something that will make you proud? Like if you're doing that in 5 years, you have 5 more years to extrapolate or double down or whatever. What in 5 more years after that can you do to make you, your family, your business, whatever, proud and feel successful? I ruminated on the question for a long time. Um, wasn't something I'm comfortable with thinking about that far ahead, to be honest. It's just like I don't understand really how things can go that far because things have changed so much in our lives the last few years. I'm sure you can relate to that. I'm imagine most people have had a lot of change happen over the last 3, 4, 5 years. COVID was 6 years ago now. That's crazy. But after like kind of some hemming and hawing and kind of like I don't know, I like looked deep into myself and I kind of reverted back to this moment. I was just staring at Jonah while I was thinking, and yeah, I cried because I started thinking about it. And she said, "Why are you crying?" She didn't say it like that, but but I was looking at Jonah and I said, "I want to do something that he'll be able to interact with." That Jonah will be able to interact with. So either when I'm gone or whatever, he'll always be able to have something that has I know I was gonna get emotional. Um, he'll always be able to have something that has me in it, or a part of me in it. I'm an ugly crier, don't judge me. So this thought kind of came through that was something I love doing. I love being a part of this community. I mean, this channel alone has brought, I mean, not a crazy amount of money, but we've help rescue multiple animals and things like that. I think we raised just about $1,000 last year, which is awesome. From streams and just like donations to monetization on platforms, whatever. And that's just something awesome and something I really want to continue doing. But it made an idea kind of populate through my head, um, to make a game, to be a part of making a game, where my name's attached to it, my voice is attached to it, um, creative freedom is attached to it, something. It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to make a lot of money, um, but it has to exist, you know? So when I'm gone, he'll be able to play something or go back to something that has like part of my soul in it. And to me, that's a big part of what's missing in some games. And um, yeah, I think I just need your help in a lot of ways. Sorry for being so emotional. But the I need help, yeah, to start that process. So indie game devs, whatever that may be, hell, games looking for creative directors, that's fine. But I'm like, I'm in the process. I have an idea in my head. I think this year is gonna be a planning year, and then by the time he's 10, maybe there's something that's created. And it's a long game dev cycle, I know, but indie devs, they'll relate to that. But it's a weird it's a weird thing that you when you really sit down and like look inside yourself for what you care about, and something pops up like that, you can't not pursue it. You owe it to yourself too. I'll be very honest. You owe it to yourself. So yeah, I know I make jokes and do a lot of weird content that doesn't always see the light of day, to be honest. But if you could try to share this and get this in front of the right people, I'd appreciate it. So one of the real moments, I guess, of this channel, and maybe it won't get seen by anybody, but that's fine. Uh, but it's something I want to work on in the background for a while. So hopefully, we'll you know see what happens. All right, love you guys.